Co-creators, co-creators, co-creators. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful day. It's nice and sunny out here. Um, Hope you're co-creating the life that you love, the life that you want, the life that you have been searching for. Hope you're having it, getting it, being it. Everything that's good. Hope you're making it happen because you are in control. You are the co-creator of this life. You may not have created the world, you may not have created other people, other things, but you are co-creating your life though. You know what I'm saying? This is all up to you how this thing goes and how it flows. Remember that, don't forget that. Take that badge of honor and say, I am a co-creator. Exactly what it is. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. Hope you're staying healthy, staying happy, and that's all up to you too. It's all up to you two to stay healthy and happy. So this kind of goes out to, I gotta just say, it goes out to men, maybe young men, or men that's kind of starting over in their lives. Say men that's been through divorces and long careers, and you're trying to start over and do something different and not make the same mistakes again. I can't really say this goes to women because I'm not a woman, so I can't really say what you need to do in a situation like I'm about to explain. Um, okay, I think that especially men, young men, need to put their purpose first. I say you need to avoid long-term relationships. You need to avoid starting a family. You need to avoid making any type of commitment to any other person that's full term. You need to avoid marriage. I'm not saying you need to permanently avoid these things, but as young men and as men starting over, we need to put our purpose first. We need to put our goals and our dreams first. Because if you jump into a situation, you go to co-mingling and co-living with somebody and signing government contracts to be with somebody and be liable for all the stuff that comes along with that. Before you do all that, you need to make sure you got yourself in order, got your life in order. You know exactly what you want to do because things change. People grow. And, you lock yourself down into a situation, and then a year from now, you may have an opportunity to travel across the world to go and do something that you've always wanted to do. But if you got a family, if you're in a signed a government contract to be in a relationship, aka marriage, then that might not be something that you can do that's gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be impacting other people's lives. If you have kids and stuff like that, you're really gonna be impacting other people's lives. So especially young men, take your time, bro. You don't have to rush into anything. You don't have to go and jump into any type of living with anybody, doing any of that stuff. Take care of yourself. You can still have relationships, you can still have people in your life, but don't lock yourself down in a position because it kind of shrinks you. It makes you kind of docile. It takes away your ability to go out there and just do what you want to do without hurting other people. You know what I'm saying? It's a responsible thing to do. And then you won't end up in a relationship or in a situation where you're like wishing you could do this and wishing you could do that. And I know there's women that feel like this way too. So, but I'm like I said, I don't know exactly how it feels to be a woman. I don't know anything how it feels to be a woman. So I know women have different goals in their lives as far as family and kids and all that stuff. But men, there's no reason to rush that, young men. There's no reason to rush that, older men. If you're trying to start over, man, sometimes if you don't find that thing that you love doing, if you don't find that thing that really makes you feel good, that you could get up in the morning and do every day, that has nothing to do with anybody else really, but it may happen to help other people. If you don't find that thing, you're gonna have like this emptiness inside of you. And you're gonna try to fill it up with something. And if you're not out there looking for something that is actually fulfilling, that's got nothing to do with no other woman, no other maid or anything like that, where it's just something that you enjoy doing, If you don't find that, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna try to fill that emptiness for that with something else, with somebody else, with a relationship, with some kids, with some, getting involved in some ridiculous things, trying to fill that hole. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fill that emptiness. We all have something that we need to be doing here, and all of it don't have anything to do with other people. You know what I'm saying? I think we kind of taught to pair up with people, and nothing's wrong with that. But you need to make sure that you find out what you love to do. Don't be trying to get with somebody and get moving in with these people and marrying people and doing all this stuff with people before you figure out who you are, because you really just filling in an emptiness that you have with the wrong thing, and you don't want to rely on other people to make you happy or try to make you happy, because it doesn't work like that. You can feel good from time to time with somebody, but you can't just rely on them to make your happiness. I fill my days with things that I enjoy doing, with productive things. So I make sure that I'm in a position to have something in my day. I don't look around for other people to fill in my gaps. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you keep yourself out of trouble. Even if you don't know what your purpose is, even if you don't know exactly what you want to do yet, fill your days with things that are productive, things that you love to do. Don't be getting involved with these people, moving in with these mates or whatever. That stuff is not cool, especially if you don't know what you're trying to do yet. Don't go around here making these babies and stuff like that. And if you have made a child, make sure you step up to the plate and take care of your business, whatever, spend time financially, whatever you need to do. But don't be pairing yourself up with people until you know exactly what you want to do, because you got this emptiness in you that needs to be filled. And I understand, shoot, I'm on my purpose right now. I'm on my mission to do what I got to get done. But I have my moments where I feel like, damn, I'm kind of, I don't know if lonely is the right word, but it's like, yeah, it would be nice to have somebody here, for this situation. I get that. That happens, but 90% of the time I don't feel like that. But I can deal with that little 10% of the time or less where I feel like that, because I know there's a bigger thing I'm trying to do right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change the fabric of my family tree, so that takes sacrifice. And if you have those same urges in you, then you need to put that first. And just, you have those, fill your days with productive, positive things, and hang out with people that's actually working toward what you're trying to do. And that way you'll avoid those lonely, painful times. So yeah, this is for, like I said, my younger men, and this is for my older men that's starting over, just trying to not make the same mistakes and be better and be brighter and actually leave an impact in this world. We're all here to do something, folks. We all here to co-create something great. We don't have to go along with the traditions that were set out before us. And honestly, I think a lot of traditions that were set out for us to follow, American traditions, as far as the type of schooling that we do, the type of relationship, marriages, and the type of, I think a lot of these institutions are set up to kind of make us a little docile. It kind of takes our power away. And I'm still kind of going through that in my head, because I've seen a lot of really intelligent leaders, smart people, smart men for sure, that once they decided to pair up with someone, once they decided to get married, have kids, they're still great men, they're great leaders, and they're handling their business, but it kind of lost a lot of their oomph. They lost a lot of their power in this world. They're doing a great job as a parent, and that's a huge job, and I respect that. But man, there was so much more that they had energy to do. But that lifestyle, that traditional lifestyle, all those traditions, those religious traditions, and that in order in which we do things, our educational system, it sets us up to be a little kind of distracted, kind of docile. It's like, you can't really, you putting a lot of things at risk when you want to go out there in this world and do something big, when you got a family at home that's relying on you. You're affecting other people's lives. Just imagine if you figured out what you want to do, your purpose, and you can go out there and you can just bust your ass every day and you're not hurting anybody, and you're changing the world in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? You can't have somebody at home waiting on you while you're doing that kind of stuff. You're gonna ruin relationship. I mean, you could. There's some soldiers that are roll with you now. And I'm not saying all relationships don't work like that, but just imagine how far you can go if you don't have any strings attached. You can just go out there and conquer and change things and grow and do whatever you want. You can work for 10 days straight and nobody there to bother you and talking about they miss you and you don't spend enough time with me, or you need to see your kids, you need to do all this stuff. You know, if you could just focus on your work, if you already picked something that you love to do, just imagine how unstoppable you can be if you had no distractions. So I'm not saying that you never, pair up with somebody, never have kids and all that stuff, but take your time, especially as a man. You have no reason to rush that. No reason to rush that. And and why wouldn't you want to have kids when you have more money, you understand yourself more, you have more wisdom, you have more time, you're not longing to run out there and go and conquer something else, and where you can just focus on your kids and be a good parent. Talking to young men, it's like, don't go out there and rush this. I hear people say, oh, I don't want to be old with no kids. But, well, if you're an older parent and you're taking care of yourself, you're gonna have more money, you're gonna be healthy. But you don't plan on being healthy? You don't plan on taking care of your body? You plan on being old and crippled by the time you're 60 and 70? You plan on being broke down? Take care of yourself. Eat better. Stay active. Take care of yourself, and you can be a parent later in life if you want to. It's just these traditions and these little phrases and the pressure that men get from women a lot of times, because they got it. Like I said, they're on a different schedule. All I'm saying is that make sure you are well off into your purpose, making your money, and your life is dedicated to something that you love before you go to signing these government contracts, which I don't believe in that stuff anyway. But before you even get married spiritually, or even have kids, or sign some crazy contract with the military or whatever, before you do any of that kind of stuff, try to take a moment and figure out who you are. And sometimes it take a while for you to figure it out. You might have to go through some years in the military to figure it out. But just don't be involved in other people and your indecisive, unstoppable, purpose-driven life if you can. You know what I'm saying? It may work sometime, but man, it's a lot easier when you can focus. But it's kind of a catch-22, because some people don't realize what's the most important thing to them. They don't understand what they have to do in this world until they have a family, until they have kids. Then they understand, like, oh damn, I get it now. Now I got to go out there and change the world. Now I got to go out here and bust my butt. So yeah, it's kind of a catch-22. I guess it's these people that don't. If you don't have a sense of urgency to go and pair up with somebody and have kids and all that, hold off on that as long as you can. And if you already know what you love to do, if some people are just born knowing who they are and what they want to do with their life. If you're one of those people, definitely hold off and put all your energy into your purpose. All that other stuff, it'll be there. It's not going. In matter of fact, it'll be better and it'll be easier and it'll be more fun, because you won't have to be worrying about money. You won't have to be worrying about taking yourself away from what you love doing. You'll be settled in, and then whoever you get with, once you already got your stuff established in your life and you're moving forward, whoever you get with, they're gonna have to assimilate with your lifestyle, because your lifestyle is purposeful, it's killing it, earning a lot, you're doing a lot, you're driven. They're gonna have to adjust to you. That's the way you want it to be. You don't want to be trying to compromise and all that stuff, man. That stuff makes you weak. It makes you docile, folks. Come on, man. You got to step up and just do it. So I know some of us are already in the situations where you can't just jump out like that, and you can still make it work, but it's a lot of work, and I understand that. But if you starting over, if you got a second chance, man, hold off on those relationships, folks. I know it's hard. I know you see some attractive and you want to get with them. I mean, that might be cool just to get with them, but don't be tying up yourself, permanently with somebody until you figure out what you're trying to do with yourself. All right. My co-creators, I want you to go outside and get 30 minutes of cardio. I already been out here for a few minutes and I'm already sweating profusely. So it's good to get that sweat out you, to get those toxins out of your body, because we're taking a lot of toxins, we breathe in a lot of stuff, we eat a lot of stuff we shouldn't, we drink a lot of stuff we shouldn't, and so we need to get this stuff out of our bodies. So definitely sweat 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes a day. Meditation is very, very, very powerful, folks. Meditation is very powerful. Make sure you get your meditation on, connect with your higher self. Remember that you are not just this flesh And then, if you're having trouble finding out what your purpose is or what you should be doing with this lifetime, meditation will bring it closer to you. It'll make it clearer to you. You'll start to see who you really are. And also what helps with that is eating better. Fasting really clears your mind. Getting rid of certain foods like meats and stuff like that, or just eating them every blue moon. You know, I'm not saying you should be a vegan or anything like that, but at least try to like hold off on some of that really rich food till like maybe one day a week and just look forward to it. Just hold off on that stuff. We don't need to eat that stuff every day. Trust me. Now, if you was out here being an athlete, running around, jumping over hurdles and tackling folks and running up and down the court, then you probably can get away with, eating a bunch of junk and your body gonna process it and use it for fuel and get it out of you. But if you just living a regular life, your body don't need all that piling on all that stuff in your body. You don't need that much to live off of. You really don't. Once again, our traditions. Oh, I gotta eat my plate. I gotta clean my plate. Traditions making us docile and weak. All these traditions make us docile and weak, folks. I think that's the way they set it up. The people in charge, the evil overseers, the same people that make up fake viruses to get people to do what they want them to do. And so anyway, yeah, meditate and turn off the news. And also leave your cell phone at home sometime, folks. Leave your cell phone at home sometime. I love you, my co-creators. I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.